Oh no. Oh, trying to get comfortable. All right. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen my face before, I am the Miss Nicole Marie. I hope you all are having a great day. Today, as you see by the title, we're going to talk about the 5 big mistakes that you are making in your home as far as design goes and how you can fix them. As some of you know, I have studied interior design and graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Interior Design and Business as well. If you have any design needs, please feel free to reach out to me down below. I do have all my business information down below if you want to reach out. So on this channel, you're not only going to see design, but also fashion, beauty, and lifestyle as well. So if you want to see all of those things, please stick around and subscribe down below, and don't forget to click that bell notification so you're notified every time that I make a brand new video. I have just recently went to 2 videos a week. So hopefully you guys will like the content that I'm putting out there. Let me know if you have any questions that you want me to answer down below. I do question of the day every once in a while. And if you have any requests on video ideas, please let me know down below. I am open for suggestions if you guys want to make them. So without further ado, let's get straight on into the video. Alright, mistake number 1 that you are making in your house is not properly space planning your space. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of different aspects to space planning, and this is something a designer really could help you out with. Just for the sake of video, I will try to teach you as much as I can through this. A lot of mistakes with space planning is that you don't measure before you buy furniture. This can cause you to buy furniture that is too big for the space or too small for the space, making it feel overcrowded or too sparse in a room. So properly measuring out your space, kind of having an idea of what you want to buy beforehand and the size that you need is very important before you actually buy furniture for your space. A lot of times someone will buy a really huge sectional, put it in their living room, and this, depending on the space, usually people don't have that much room, but they want a lot of seating. Buying a really large piece of furniture can make the space feel a lot smaller. It's eating up all the room in the space, and this is not what you want to do. It's going to make the feel really cramped. You're gonna feel like the space is too small and it's not gonna have a good flow throughout the room. So to combat this, make sure that you measure your space. If you have an idea of what you want beforehand, measure it out. You can always just measure out where it's going to be in the room, how you want to place it. Worst comes to worst, you can always put tape down on the floor, and that kind of helps you visually see where the actual piece would go in the room. If it looks good there, if it's too big, if it's too small, that will help you kind of imagine it better in your space. Alright, mistake number 2 that you might be making in your home is the rug size. Rug size does matter when you are creating a space. Rugs can be really good to define a certain space of the room. It can separate the dining room from the living room and vice versa. It can really bring a space together and make it feel more cozy, more at home, instead of having a bunch of random pieces of furniture everywhere. Kind of ties in all the pieces together in one room. So a big mistake with rug size is that the rugs are too small for the space. You want to make sure that your rug is large enough to encompass all the furniture in the room. So usually in a living room type setting, you'll see the rug should go underneath of the sofa or the sectional partially. It doesn't have to be all the way. It can be unnecessary to move it all the way under, or the feet of the sofa should be underneath of the rug. This will give the space more definition. It will seem like the function of the space is less choppy, and this really brings everything together. So as far as rug size go, bigger is usually better. A lot of mistakes is that the rug is too small for the space and it only goes around like the coffee table and the walking space, whereas you want this to kind of touch all the furniture in the room. And as far as in the dining room goes, You want to make sure that the rug is going to be big enough where if you have a dining table and you have the chairs come out from the dining table as you're sitting, you want the rug to completely cover that entire space. Here's also a few examples of the way you can place a rug under your bed. Again, make sure that the feet of the nightstand are completely under it, at least 2 of the legs, and then make sure it completely goes past the bottom of the bed as well. This will make the space feel a little bit larger, a little bit more inviting, as opposed to having a really small rug on a huge bed. It makes the space seem overpowering. Alright, another huge mistake that I've seen a lot of people do is that they hang their artwork either too low or too high. Your artwork should be hanging at about the point of your eye level when you're standing up. Now this is of course different for everybody since everyone's different heights. The center of the piece should be within eye level. This will ensure that your artwork is not too high or too low off the ground. Artwork is a really important part of design. It can really bring a space together, bring in extra colors, extra textures into your space that you may not have had before. So making sure that you hang the artwork at the proper size is very important to making sure your space is very cohesive. Alright, mistake number 4 that you might be making in your house is hanging the curtains too low. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people tend to put their curtain rods right above where the window stops. This can be okay in some settings, whereas the window might be really high, but for the most part, windows aren't, full top to bottom, and putting your curtains closer to the ceiling will elongate the room, make it look taller, and draw your eye upwards. When you put the curtain rod lower, closer to the window, it kind of caps off the space at that level. So it's a kind of a trick that your eye will play on you. So it makes the room seem a lot smaller than what it actually is because it has that harsh line right above the window. So if you raise that line up, it will make the room feel taller than it actually is. Alright, and the last and final design mistake that you might be making is the color palette. Color can be very difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people tend to sway to the monochromatic. Some people are very colorful. It kind of needs to be a mixture of both at times. Not saying all the time because obviously it's your room, it's your space, you can do what you want with it. But a lot of people do have problems with colors and trying to figure out what coordinates with what. So if you have a favorite piece that you already have in your room, try to play off the colors in that and stay away from colors that would clash with that piece. For example, if you have a favorite pillow that you have on your sofa, make sure that the other pillows and other accessories in that space play off of those colors. It could be a multicolored pillow, but using some of the same colors throughout and different textures can really help bring a space together and pull accessories from that color as well. But having colors that are repeated throughout the room make the room feel as if it's all connected and combined into one. Whereas having multiple colors that don't coordinate with each other, don't match with anything, can make it feel kind of chaotic and sporadic. Alright, so those are my 5 mistakes that you're most likely making in your home. But there are very easy ways to fix this. If you have any questions and need design help, please feel free to let me know. I am available. I do have all my information down below. Please contact me if you need help. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed these design tips, and let me know what mistakes you're making down below if you need help. Feel free to comment down below if you have any questions, if you want any design help. I am always here for you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great week. Bye.